Welcome to EPG Pathsala. The topic of E-module is General Food Safety Regulation FSSAI. The introduction of the topic is based on the need of establishment of FSSAI. Nowadays, food regulations are widely concerned of public health domain. In previous days, public health was highly challenged by three factors. Factor 1 is food insecurity, which means the lack of adequate food availability. Factor 2 is nutritional deficiency diseases, and factor 3 is communicable diseases. All these three factors still prevails even now, but the severity of affecting public health have been reduced through a lot of nutritional and immunization program. However, unsafe foods like intentionally and accidentally adulterated food and unhygienically prepared food severely damage public health, and this public health issue attracted the legislative level of attention, and hence FSSAI has been established as a general food safety regulation body to regulate the availability of safe and wholesome foods to public. The objective of this module is to know FSS Act and establishment of FSSAI, to understand the general food safety principles, duties and function of FSSAI, to be able to select safe and wholesome foods based on general regulatory provisions to foods by FSSAI. Starting with history of FSSAI, as of now, as every one of us know, FSSAI stands for Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. FSSAI came into function as an independent food safety regulatory body on 5th September 2008 under the control of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as established by Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. FSS Food Safety and Standard Act is shortly known as FSS Act Section number 34 of 2006, and as an Act of Parliament received the assent of the President of India on 23rd August 2006. Basic concept: the first is FSS Act. FSS Act is nothing but Food Safety and Standard Act 2006, which was enacted on August 24, 2006, which mandated setting up of an independent autonomous body, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. Next concept is Food Safety and Standard Rules, which covers administrative structure and functioning of FSSAI and various bodies under FSSAI. Third concept is Food Safety and Standard Regulation, which covers the various regulatory and compliance aspects of the food industry like licensing, labeling, use of additives, food standards, etc. Now we come to justification of FSSAI as General Food Safety Regulation. FSSAI has been implemented as a single nationwide regulatory body based on the principle of One Nation, One Food Law, that is FSS Act 2006. FSS Act is a single food law consolidated out of already existed various ministries belong food laws such as the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act 1954, Fruit Product Order 1955, the Meat Food Products Order 1973, the Vegetable Oil Products Order 1947, the Edible Packaging Order 1998, the Solvent Extracted Oil, De-oiled Milk and Edible Flour Order 1967, the Milk and Milk Product Order 1992, any other order issued under the Essential Commodities Act 1955 relating to food. Such a movement from multi-level and multi-dependent control to a single line of command so that FSSAI can act as a single reference point to food safety and standard, justifying FSSAI as a general food safety regulation body. FSSAI regulations includes Food Safety and Standards Regulation 2011. Totally 6 regulations are there. First one is for contaminants, toxins and residues. Second for food product standards and food additives. Third for laboratory and sample analysis. Fourth for licensing and registration of food businesses. Fifth one is for packaging and labeling. And finally sixth one is prohibition and restriction on sales. Coming to the salient features of FSSAI, It has integrated response to strategic issues like novel foods, health foods, nutraceuticals, genetically modified foods, and international trades, etc. Decentralization of licensing for manufacture of food products, achievement of high degree of consumer confidence in quality and safety of food, effective, transparent, and accountable regulatory framework within which the industry can work efficiently. Investors-friendly regulatory mechanism which emphasize on self-regulation and capacity building. Emphasis on gradual shift from regulatory regime to self-compliance. Consistency between domestic and international food policy measures without reducing safeguards to public health and consumer protection. Adequate information dissemination on food to enable consumer to make informed choices, compounding and adjudication of cases to reduce courts workload and expedite the disposal of cases. Graded penalty depending upon the gravity of offences, adequate representation of government, industry organization, consumers, farmers, technical experts, retailers, etc. Enforcement of the legislation by the state governments, union territories through the state commissioners for food safety, his officers and Panchayat Raj or municipal bodies. General principles of food safety. In the implementation of Food Safety and Standard Act is guided by the following principles. Principle 1 is food safety standards and practices are followed to achieve appropriate level of protection of human life and health as well as satisfaction to consumers' interest in all kinds of food trade. Achievement of general objectives of regulations through risk management and risk assessment. Adoption of provisional risk management in the case of the lack of scientific confirmation for the presence of risk factors harming human health, pending further scientific information for a more comprehensive risk assessment. The measures adopted on the basis of the Class C shall be proportionate and no more restrictive of trade than is required to achieve appropriate level of health protection, regard being had to technical and economic feasibility and other factors regarded as reasonable and proper in the matter under consideration. Adoption of review of the measures within the reasonable period of time based on the nature of the risk to life or health being identified and the type of scientific information needed to clarify the scientific uncertainty and to conduct a more comprehensive risk assessment. In the suspect for the possible presence of risk factors of human health on the reasonable ground, Food Authority and the Commissioner of Food Safety take necessary steps to alert general public and to alleviate and eliminate the risk based on the nature of risk factors. Food safety requirement should be compiled by the part of a batch, lot or consignment of foods. While framing regulation or specifying standards, Food Authority takes into account the prevalent domestic practices and conditions including agricultural practices and handling, storage and transport conditions and international standards and practices where international standards or practices exist or in process of being formulated. Determine food standards on the basis of risk analysis except where it is of opinion that such analysis is not appropriate to the circumstances or the nature of the case. Undertake risk assessment based on the available scientific evidence and in the independent, objective and transparent manner. Ensure that there is an open and transparent public consultation directly or through representative bodies including all levels of Panchayat during the preparation, evaluation and revision of regulation except wherein an emergency concerning food safety or public health consultation may be dispensed provided with regulation in force for not more than 6 months. Ensure protection of interest of the consumer and shall provide a basis for consumer to make informed choices in relation to the foods they consume. Ensure prevention of fraudulent, deceptive or unfair trade practices which may mislead or harm the consumer and unsafe or contaminated or substandard food. The provision of this Act shall not apply to any farmer or fisherman or farming operations or crops or livestock or aquaculture, and the suppliers used or produced in farming or products of crops produced by a farmer at a farm level or a fisherman in his operation. Next, duties and functions of Food Authority. It shall be the duty of the Food Authority to regulate and monitor manufacture, processing, distribution, sale and import of food so as to ensure safe and wholesome food. Without prejudice to the provisions of subsection 1, the Food Authority may specify the standards and guidelines in relation to articles of food and specifying an appropriate system for enforcing various standards notified under FSS Act. Set the limits for use of food additives, craft contaminants, pesticide residues, residues of veterinary drugs, heavy metals, processing aids, mycotoxin, antibiotics, and pharmacological active substances, and irradiation of food. Provide the mechanism and guidelines for accreditation of certification bodies engaged in certification of food safety management system for food businesses. Standardize the procedure and enforcement of quality control in relation to any article of food imported into India. Provide the procedure and guidelines for accreditation of laboratories and notification of the accredited laboratories. Standardize the methods of sampling, analysis and exchange of information among enforcement authorities. Conduct survey of enforcement and administration of this FSS Act in the country. Set food labeling standards including claims on health, nutrition, special dietary uses and food category system for food, and the provision of scientific manner for risk analysis, risk assessment, risk communication and risk management. The Food Authority also provides scientific advice and technical support to the central government and state government in matters of framing the policy and rules in areas which have a direct or indirect bearing on food safety and nutrition. Search, collate, analyze and summarize relevant scientific and technical data, particularly relating to food consumption and the exposure of individuals to risk related to the consumption of food, incidence and prevalence of biological risk, contaminants in food, residues of various contaminants, identification of emerging risk and introduction of rapid alert system. Promote, coordinate and issue guidelines for the development of risk assessment methodologies and monitor and contact and forward messages on the health and nutritional risk of food to the central government, state government and commissioners of food safety. Provide scientific and technical advice and assistance to the central government and the state government in implementation of crisis management procedures with regard to food safety and to draw up a general plan for crisis management and work in close cooperation with the crisis unit set up by the central government in this regard. Establish a system of network of organization with the aim to facilitate a scientific cooperation framework by the coordination of activities, the exchange of information, the development and implementation of joint projects, the exchange of expertise and best practices in the fields within the Food Authority's responsibility. Provide scientific and technical assistance to the central government and the state government for improving cooperation with international organizations. Take all such steps to ensure that the public, consumer, interested parties and all levels of Panchayat receives rapid, reliable, objective and comprehensive information through appropriate methods and means. Provide, whether within or outside their area, training programs in food safety and standards for persons who intend to become involved in food businesses, whether as food business operators or employees. Undertake any other task assigned to it by the central government to carry out the objects of this Act. Contribute to the development of international technical standards for food, sanitary and phytosanitary standards. Contribute where relevant and appropriate to the development of agreement on recognition of the equivalence of specific food related measures. promote coordination of work on food standards undertaken by international governmental and non-governmental organizations, promote consistency between international technical standards and domestic food standards while ensuring that the level of production adopted in the country is not reduced, and promote general awareness as to food safety and food standards. Food Authority make it public without undue delay the opinions of the scientific committee and the scientific panel immediately after adoption, the annual declaration of interest made by members of the Food Authority, the Chief Executive Officer, members of the advisory committee and the members of the scientific committee and the scientific manner, as well as the declaration of interest, if any, made in relation to items on the agendas of the meeting, the result of its scientific studies and the annual reports of its activity. The Food Authority may from time to time give such directions on matters relating to food safety and standards to the Commissioners of Food Safety, who shall be bound by such directions while exercising his powers under FSS Act. The Food Authority shall not disclose or cause to be disclosed to third parties confidential information that it received for which confidential treatment has been requested and has been acceded, except for information which must be made public if circumstances so require in order to protect public health. General provisions as to articles of food. No articles of food shall contain any food additive or processing aid unless it is in accordance with the provision of this Act and regulation. Processing aid refers to possible presence of risk residues in the final foods out of the food processing, facilitating inedible ingredient and apparatus or utensils. No article of food shall contain any contaminant, naturally occurring toxic substances, toxins, hormones, heavy metals more than permitted levels by regulation. No articles of food shall contain insecticides or pesticide residues, veterinary drug residues, antibiotic residues, solvent residues, pharmacological active substances and microbiological counts in excess of permissible limit as specified by regulation. No insecticides shall be used directly on article of food except fumigants and registered and approved under the Insecticide Act 1968. Genetically modified food, organic food, functional foods, proprietary food are included under FSS Act. No person shall manufacture, distribute, sell or import any novel food, genetically modified articles of food, irradiated food, organic food, foods for special dietary uses, functional foods, nutraceuticals, health supplements, proprietary food and such other articles of food with which the central government may notify in this behalf. FSSAI has given definitions and provisions for foods for special dietary uses or functional foods or nutraceuticals or health supplements, which refers to foods formulated to provide dietary requirement satisfying a particular physical or physiological condition or specific diseases and disorders. Composition also differs from conventional food. Foods for special dietary uses or functional foods or nutraceuticals or health supplements or such foods may be foods which is not represented for use as a conventional food and whereby such products may be formulated in the form of powders, granules, tablets, capsules, liquids, jelly or other dosages form but not parenterals and are not meant for oral administration. Such product doesn't include a drug as defined in the class B and Ayurvedic, Siddha, Unani drugs as defined in classes A and H of section 3 of the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. It doesn't claim to cure or mitigate any specific diseases, disorder or condition except for certain health benefit or such promotion claims as may be permitted by regulation. It doesn't include any narcotic drug or a psychotropic substance as defined in the schedule of the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985 and rules made thereunder, and the substances listed in schedules E and E of the Drugs and Cosmetics Rules 1945. genetically engineered or modified foods means foods and food ingredients composed of or containing genetically modified or engineered organisms obtained through modern biotechnology, or food and food ingredient produced from but not containing genetically modified or engineered organisms obtained through modern biotechnology. Organic foods means food products that have been produced in accordance with specified organic production standards. Proprietary and novel food means an article of food for which standards have not been specified but is not unsafe, provided that such food doesn't contain any of the foods and ingredients prohibited under this Act. The labels of food packaging shall not contain any statement, claim, design or device which is false or misleading in any particular concerning the food products contained in the package or concerning the quantity or the nutritive value, implying medicinal or therapeutic claims, or in relation to the place of the origin of the food product. No advertisement shall be made of any food which is misleading or deceiving consumers. Hence, this module ends up with conclusions, summing up all the contents of the E module. In summing up, hence FSSAI can act as the generalized food safety regulation body for laying down science-based standards for articles of food and to regulate their manufacture, storage, distribution, sale and import to ensure availability of safe and wholesome food for human consumption as enacted by Food Safety and Standard Act 2006. FSSAI stands based on the principle of one nation and one food law, satisfying the interest of consumer and food traders in transparent manner. Although FSSAI is an embodiment of already existed food laws, newly covering of health foods, supplements, nutraceuticals and genetically modified foods clears the misconsumption of these foods and save the consumers from misleading advertisement of those foods. Hence, the outcome of this module may be the learner can be able to select safe and wholesome food based on the regulatory provisions to foods by FSSAI.